What is up, guys? Tom here, and welcome to a Call of Duty video where today I'm going to be talking about Call of Duty World War II, which is Call of Duty 2017. Now, I did make a video a while ago, it was pretty soon after Infinite Warfare came out, about what I predicted Call of Duty 17 would be, and I thought Call of Duty Vietnam or something like that. I thought they'd try and take it back to boots on the ground and for it to be some kind of war, and it is. It's World War II, which is pretty cool because that is where Call of Duty started. It was a World War II game. So I suppose Sledgehammer are trying to go back to where the series came from, especially since Advanced Warfare, which was the first, and, I was going to say first and last, but it wasn't their last, it was Advanced Warfare, which was the last one they made, if you get what I mean, that didn't go very well. So I see why they've done that, because people are crying out for a Call of Duty, there's boots on the ground, and it's back how it should be, and they've taken it all the way back. And obviously, we'll talk about campaign. Obviously, they've not released much about campaign, or I've not heard much about campaign. Obviously, with it being a World War II game, it means there's plenty of things they can do. The chances are it'll be a pretty good campaign, especially with it being World War II. There's plenty of options they can explore. There's battles that they can do that happened. They don't kind of have to make things up. They can use things that actually happened, which might make it better. Sledgehammer have said a little bit about zombies, which is going to be the third mode in Call of Duty World War II. They explained a little bit of the storyline. It's about how the Third Reich are losing the war and they're desperate to try and get back, so they start experimenting with zombies, basically, and that is how the storyline is going to start, I guess, or that's what it is going to stem from, which I suppose, in a way, it's kind of like Treyarch. It's kind of like Call of Duty World at War with Nazi zombies. It's a similar thing, if you know what I mean. So, maybe they're probably not going to copy it completely. They're probably going to put their own kind of spin on it, but, it might not be too bad, especially. Again, with the whole game, they're going back to the World War II, but also with zombies, they're going back to how it was. So you never know. Exo Zombies wasn't great, just like the rest of Advanced Warfare. So you never know. It might be quite good. So obviously, the mode that I am most interested in is multiplayer, because that's what I play. Haven't played much of it in Infinite Warfare because it's not a great game, let's just say. But if I'm going to play any of the free game modes the one I'm going to play the most is obviously multiplayer. And being a World War II game, if I'm honest, I'm not really looking forward to multiplayer that much. Because obviously, if it's Modern Warfare, you can have all kinds of attachments and things. Obviously, modern day attachments, you have like proper red dot sights and things like that. With it being World War II, if you were a soldier at that time, you'd just be given a rifle. You wouldn't have any attachments. So I don't know how they're going to do it. If they are going to have attachments, I suppose it could work. But if I'm honest, I don't really like this kind of olden kind of warfare, olden day type thing. I'm not a big fan, if I'm completely honest. I would have preferred it if they'd gone back to kind of modern warfare, like the present day, that kind of thing. I think that's better. I think that suits Call of Duty more than World War II. But that's just my opinion. I'm sure there's lots of people who do want or really like the fact that it is World War II. Personally, I don't think I'll enjoy this game as much as, say, a Black Ops 1 or a Black Ops 2. Or even Black Ops 3, maybe, or like a Modern Warfare style game. I prefer the more modern things. That's not saying, oh no, I just like exo jumps. Exo jumps, they're not really a great thing, to be honest, but Black Ops 3 wasn't too bad, but obviously I prefer more kind of the ones for the battles like Black Ops, like I said, Black Ops 2 and the Modern Warfares. I prefer that kind of boots on the ground game. I feel like going this far back isn't as good because it's more kind of there isn't the kind of technology isn't as good, so they can't go in depth in as much. I suppose you can't have as many attachments that you have now because they wouldn't have known how to make those attachments and things like that, which I think just limit the game, and I think it makes it worse if I'm completely honest. But as I said, that is my opinion. But you never know; it might surprise me, and to be honest, it probably will, and I probably will enjoy it. And it'll be good to go back to boots on the ground, which is how Call of Duty should be. The concept of Call of Duty World War II sounds pretty good. But the thing is, it's Sledgehammer who are making it. If it was Treyarch or Infinity Ward, then, maybe, because they've been making Call of Duties for a while. So maybe you think, oh, it's going to be a great game. But just remember, it's Sledgehammer, and they made Infinite War. No, they didn't make Infinite Warfare. They made Advanced Warfare, which is, to be honest, worse than Infinite Warfare. But they might make a mess of it. I hope they don't because it sounds like a decent Call of Duty game, but they might. So let's hope they won't kind of do anything stupid, and it will be a good game. I don't want to spend too long on this, but I'm just going to say quickly about supply drops. Now, obviously, I don't think there should be too big of a debate whether there's going to be supply drops or not. Because, let's be honest, there is going to be supply drops. There's been, in the last few games, since Advanced Warfare, Sledgehammer, they made the first Call of Duty to have supply drops. So, therefore, the chances are this one is also going to have supply drops. And, to be honest, it's not really, Sledgehammer, Treyarch, and Infinity Ward that make the decisions to have supply drops in their game. It's Activision because they want that extra, money from COD points and that sort of thing. So it's not really the game companies that make the decisions to add supply drops. But anyway, guys, that is going to be the end of the video here. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, I really appreciate it if you could hit that like button and subscribe if you are new. And I will see you guys in the next one.